Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be astonished as we unveil the shadowy realm of audacious criminals and their audacious exploits in the annals of crime. Step into a world where vaults are breached, diamonds disappear, and fortunes change hands in the blink of an eye. It's a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat, craving every detail as we peel back the layers of this meticulously crafted puzzle. Brace yourself for an adventure like no other as we strive to uncover the truth behind the most valuable robberies. Before we embark on these complex bank robberies, please make sure to become a follower of our channel, Explained, and hit that subscribe button. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. Prepare to be astounded by a series of mind-boggling robberies. Number 10. Dunbar Armored Inspectors Conspiracy. In 1997, a $19 million heist was one of the largest in U.S. history. The robbery was ultimately revealed to be orchestrated by someone within the organization. The individual responsible for planning the crime was an inspector in charge of regional security at Dunbar Allen Pace. He required the assistance of 5 individuals to successfully carry out the heist and recruited some of his childhood friends to surprise the guards in a storage vault. On a Friday night, when the cash was stored, they managed to gain entry and loaded the stolen money into a U-Haul truck. They nearly succeeded in getting away with it, but one of the participants became careless and eventually confessed. To this day, over half of the stolen cash remains unaccounted for. Number 9. Brink's M80 Warehouse. This fiery robbery was a $30 million heist that occurred on November 26, 1983, when 6 guys broke into the company's banking premises at Heathrow Airport and managed to seize $30 million in cash, gold, and diamond bullion. At the time, Anthony Black was the security guard at the facility and assisted. Carrying out this robbery, their original plan involved just £3 million in cash they knew were under lock and key, but that changed once they discovered an additional 3 tons of gold and diamond bullion. Several subsequent murders have been linked to the case, and although much of the gang involved has since been convicted, the gold has never been recovered. Number 8. North Bank, the Family Love, a $50 million heist. A few days before Christmas, a team of robbers posing as officials forced their way into the homes of 2 of the bank's members. The branch managers held them and their families at gunpoint. This happened the night before the robbery and became the largest bank robbery in UK history. The next day, while their families were still under threat, were told to let the robbers in. At the end of the shift, once they got to their place, the robbers released the families unharmed. The governments of Ireland and the UK blamed the heist on the Irish Republican Army, but denied any involvement. Many have speculated that it was all the work of the Provisional IRA or Sinn Féin, but till date, the crime remains unsolved. Number 7. Banco Central in Fortaleza, the underground work. Central Bank in Florent, ISA, the clandestine work, 2006. A $69.8 million heist happened in 2005 in Brazil, where the thieves rented a place mall in the middle of the city and posed as landscapers. Then the gang behind the robbery spent 3 months digging a 256-foot tunnel to fit under the bank. The tunnel was outfitted with wood-paneled walls and electric lights conducting from a house to the central bank. They took $79.1 million. Over the weekend, so authorities weren't able to discover it until Monday, giving these thieves a chance to make off with the money. More than 40 arrests were made, including the mastermind of the crime, Antonio D. Rahab, but only $8 million were recovered. Number 6. The Great Train Robbery, 1963, $74 million heist. In 1963, the operation was orchestrated to intercept a Royal Mail train full of high-value packages and involved 16 robbers who stopped the train called Night Flyer that was en route from Glasgow. The plan was to manipulate the signals on the track to stop the train at a remote location where the conductor was beaten by the robbers, who then attacked the staff in the high-value carriage and collected their loot. The men in other parts of the train didn't even realize the robbery had happened until they found the locomotive missing, as well as 2 wagons. 120 of the 128 mail bags were stolen, and the thieves made off with $74 million. Even though most of them left the country, the equipment was finally tracked down. Number 5, Securitas Depot, the cash cage hostages, a heist of $92.5 million. The robbery became one of the biggest cash heists in British history. It took place in Kent, England, lasting several hours. The criminals abducted the bank manager's family, tied up 14 employees, and coerced the managers to unlock the cash cages. They managed to steal $92 million in cash. Afterward, they left the hostages trapped amidst the money. Most of the gang members were eventually arrested and found guilty, but at least one individual reportedly lives freely in the West Indies, funded by the stolen money. Here's a quick joke for you. Why did the bank robber open a bakery after his heist? Because he needed the dough. Number 4, Knightsbridge Security Deposit, the Italian Work, a heist of $200 million. Italian playboy and infamous criminal Valerio Vici orchestrated this bank heist in July 1987. Having been involved in over 50 previous bank robberies, Vici, along with an armed accomplice, entered the bank during business hours under the pretense of accessing a safe deposit box. They then intimidated the manager and staff, taking control of the bank. Vici called for backup, and his associates arrived to help empty numerous safe deposit boxes and the main safe. The heist was highly successful, resulting in the theft of at least $200 million in cash, jewelry, and other valuables. Vici enjoyed a brief period of freedom before fleeing to South America, but his return to Italy to retrieve his Ferrari led to his capture. Number 3, British Bank of the Middle East, the Brute Force, a $210 million heist. On January 20th, 1976, a group associated with the Palestine Liberation Organization used brute force to gain access to the bank by breaking down a wall it shared with a Catholic church. Once finished, they reportedly took as much as $50 million of gold in cash and jewelry. Today, the stolen loot is valued at more than 3 times its value in 1976 equivalent to about $210 million. Number 2, Dar es Salaam Bank, the Guards at Work, a heist of $282 million. The details of this significant theft involving American money are unclear. However, the Iraqi Interior Minister believes a couple of bank guards orchestrated it, and there is suspicion of involvement by a Home Office official. Nevertheless, there isn't enough evidence to confirm these claims. The robbery occurred quietly during the night in Baghdad in 2007 and is considered one of the largest heists since the 2003 war. The next morning, bank employees found the front door open, vault doors partially open, and the money missing. The guards, who were absent, were later caught along with a small portion of the stolen funds. Number 1, the Central Bank of Iraq, family business, a $920 million heist. The world's largest bank robbery took place during the U.S. bombing of Iraq. Over $1 billion was stolen from Iraq's central bank without any weapons or violence. Saddam Hussein's son, Qusay, used a note to withdraw the money, which included boxes of $100 bills marked as security funds. It took 5 hours to load the money onto trucks. However, Qusay was killed by the U.S. Army later on, despite the money not belonging to him. If you ever robbed a bank, how would you do it and ensure you didn't get caught? Come on, share your mastermind in the comments and see who is the most creative. Thanks for spending some time with us. Make sure to subscribe to Explained so you don't miss any videos. If you want more, we've curated these videos you can enjoy, or head over to Locke's Calm for the best stylish living content on the planet. Oh, you're still here? Okay, because you've watched up to this point, we're gonna share a story everyone else missed because they closed the video early. Making this up, but Paul, 61, never sinned. He walked into a bank, put a knife to the teller's neck, and had an innovative way to rob it. He asked the clerk to transfer the money to his personal bank account. He had plans to fly out of the country, but somehow the police managed to find his name and information. This could go down in history as the dumbest bank robbery ever. Competing with these guys who robbed a bank and then flaunted the cash on social media, we are still debating who gets the trophy.